You're right people, Chaos here today with quite a different video, but I thought I should bring it to you because some of you may know I collect Warhammer. Now this may be a situation that you're in the same as me. You've got a selection of models, so you've got them from small to medium to quite large. Alright, now the issue I've got is some of my models are metal. I am storing them in tubs and they smack together bit by bit, smacks off the paint, you're back to square one. So I'll show you in a moment how I'm going to solve this issue here and hopefully help you lot if you've got a similar issue with a product that I've just purchased, and I think it is perfect for this situation. So hold on tight, I'll be with you in a moment. You're right people, Chaos back. So here it is, Tabletop Tyrant Army case. So this one here, let's get over the nitty gritty facts, is it cost me £54.99. However, that included free shipping, free postage and free customization. So I could fit numerous different options of foam in here to store the models, the figurines. Now this setup I've got here at the moment can store up to 216 small figurines. So like these guys here, okay, which is quite useful. But then up to, alright, 8 vehicles. So the bigger guys, and like you saw before, the Rhino and the Land Raiders, which is very useful. If you go for the more mainstream cases, they cost you a lot more for the storage options you get. Now, don't get me wrong, it is a bit of a price. However, I've been using, from my trade days, tote containers. Now what I mean by tote containers is containers, basically think of them as the screw containers, screw carriers, like screws, nails, things like that. So you put it in there. So you see here, I've got a load of models in there. However, hear that? They're metal. Now I carry this around, let's just say, and they start bashing against one another. And let's grab a prime example. Hopefully that'll go into focus. Come on, work for me. There you go. See those shiny spots? Shiny metal spots there on the leg and stuff. And there you go on the shoulder and the gun. That's where the metal was smacked against one another and it's chipped some of the paint. Now luckily they're only base coated at the moment, but imagine if I fully painted them. So this is the slight issue that I came across, was the storage method I had before this is a lot cheaper, only cost me a tenner. However, in the long run it would sting me quite hard. Now you may say, well Chaos, I've got the plastic and the resin models. Yes, totally understand that, I've got that as well. But what happens if you're one of the ones that have got metal models, or you've got models that you've done a lot of basing on, so you've based these models up? This is where this comes into. So I'm going to open it up and show you what's in it, and I'll cut over to how the models would fit into the foam. So nice layout to this. You've got a small handle on top, nice and easy to grab. You've then got a shoulder handle. But the nice thing about this design, it's not very garish, so you can actually go to a tournament, go with your mates, walk down on the bus or something like that, and it won't stick out like a sore thumb. You won't be coming as a nerd. Now, there's a bag pocket over this end, one over that end, and one at the front. And the front one's quite large, that you can fit any rule books, any books you want in the front. So if you did go to a tournament, you're happy as Larry. Nothing around the back, but it is solid built. Okay, I can actually hit it and it's reinforced. Now you've got 2 zips, so this opens from the top but also from the front. So let's open this up. Come here, and the zips are quite sturdy. Sometimes you get flimsy zips and they don't last 2 minutes. Now, is this going to fall down? No, it's not. Now you can see here the different levels of foam, which is really quite nice. Now you got the top foams, alright, that cover it up. Nice, sturdy, fairly thick foam. Nothing to yell about, but nothing wrong with it. Now here you go. Here's the bread and butter of this. Now see here? Pop it out. Pop your model in. See that? Now hopefully, if I can angle this up to the webcam alright. There you go. Easy as that. Now, the only thing he can bash against, in theory, is foam. He can't smack other models. So it's really, really nice, and you just literally pluck out whichever ones you want. So, let's work our way down. Let's put tally on. Back up on the desk. Put that little bit of foam in there. But, as I said, you've got 200, in theory, 18 models of space that you could fit in here. So, that's quite a lot of these guys. Okay, so I've got 6 of these foam units. Now, before I digress anymore, this is very solid build. Okay, it is very solid, and you've got another sleeve back here. But this is a very useful little one. This is fully pluck foam, so you can obviously push it down and pluck it out. So I can pluck it out to fit my vehicles. Okay, so if I bring that up, hopefully the camera will focus. There you go, perfect amount of light. So you see there, got the little foams, pop them out, done. And because it's a fair old depth to this model, or this foam, now I'm not sure if it would fit my dreadnought perfectly, but you see there, if I just take off this bit here, which is no biggie, I can fit my dreadnought in there. Now let's see if I could fit my rhino, because, you know, it gives you an idea. Everyone knows kind of what size dreadnoughts are, rhinos are. You know, even if you don't play Games Workshop games, you know the sizing. So let's pull this back a bit so it actually gets into focus. So you can see here the height of it, the gunner just clips the top. Now you can always line this up on top, pluck out the models, and then you can empty some of the foam out the above foam sleeving. I'm not quite sure what you call it, like a platform. So it is a very, very versatile bag, and as I said, you can fit an awful lot of models in there. It's, don't get me wrong, it's not cheap per se compared to, you know, these other methods that you can use, like using magnets on your models and putting them in a baking tray, things like that. However, this method, using this, it is quite discreet. It is very easy to store your models away, because look, I've literally put those sleeves back in while talking to you, zipped it up, as you can see, and now I can go off anywhere. Done. All my stuff's in there. It's nice and discreet, as I've said numerous times. I know it's a bit of money, but you've spent money and time on your collection. I'm not going to call them models, collection. You've time as in painting them, you know, basing them, things like that. So you don't want them getting damaged. You want them looked after. And this kind of hobby, no matter if it's Games Workshop, you know, Infinity, any other of the ones out there like Marvel, DC have their own ones, this will work for them all. You don't have to worry about, oh, my model may not fit. Because say for example, if it's a little bit longer than the individual unit ones at the top, cut out a little bit of foam, join the two bits together, done. That's all you got to do. You can customize it. It is foam. You know, a pair of scissors, you're done. Craft knife. If you've got this kind of hobby, you probably got a craft knife. Just be careful, obviously you don't want to slit your finger or something, but that's it. So, hope this has been very useful to some of you out there. I am thinking of bringing more model related content to the channel, so how to strip your models of old paint, things like that. So if you like that idea and you like this video and you want to have a look at this, I'll put the link to it down below in the description. Please give me a thumbs up, and obviously some feedback in the comments, very much appreciate it. I do apologise that this ain't the best setup for recording one of these, but I haven't done many of them, so I haven't invested a lot into it. But as I always state, You all take care. Chaos out. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you want to see the other videos in the playlist, you got the left hand option. If you want to see the content that I have on my channel, you then have that middle option there. And if you'd like to join the chaotic crew, please don't be afraid to click that button on the right hand side. You're more than welcome.